All right. Showtime. Tonight's the night. Show number 136, folks. Right here. And
it's go time.
Check out, this is our show right here.
I was going to point that out too.
Our show is so hot. We are the hottest show on the internet, guys, and check this out.
Uh-oh. This might call for a zoom upstairs here. Yeah.
If you're gonna blow glass, you gotta have it hot, guys.
All right, well, here we are, folks. This is the Glass Academy in Dearborn, Michigan. We're on show 136. We got a beautiful setup, which we're gonna show you in a minute, but we're here to blow some glass, do some custom orders. We got 3 custom orders tonight. We've got a giveaway to make. We've got a giveaway to give away, free glass, and
if we have enough time, we're doing an artist choice too.
And we might do an artist choice too.
It's like herding cats. What is this shirt? What is the shirt?
Ouch, you're pulling on my microphone, miss.
I'm sorry. Only Glass Academy staff is allowed in the show.
Oh, denied.
You got a Glass Academy
well,
shirt on? Let's see it.
Anyway, folks, I'm wearing a Glass Academy shirt right now, and what we're going to be doing is going over this sweet board. I guess we'll check out Marcy's shirt too.
Marcy's got it on too, guys. Yeah. There it is, the gathering point.
Beautiful.
That's the show. Very nice. Here you go, Marcy.
And now we're going to take a look at the board because, folks, we got 3 custom orders. Warmer-upper we're passing on because we're so booked in the holiday season with custom orders. The first one's going to be a custom for Sue, and she's a collector. She's got quite a few pieces of ours. This is going to be the first of its kind ever, a candy cane snowman with holes in its side in a lantern. We're going to explain all that when we get into it. It's pretty detailed. It's pretty hardcore.
Nice.
We've got 2 other custom orders that are going to jump into the drinkware section, which the first one is our Galaxy Glass Ocean Wave glasses, a little altercation to a product we already have, which is basically what a custom order is. And then we've got wine cups that are a gift from Tammy. We'll reveal who that's going to if you didn't read the board already in a second. And everyone who's getting a custom order, whether it's a gift or you're buying it for yourself, should be watching tonight on either Facebook, YouTube, or most recently, Twitch, folks. We're on our 3rd service.
Oh, get her, catch her. She's sneaking out.
Watch out.
There she is, folks, the famous cat. That was Batch. She doesn't show herself very often. But what I did want to just verify with Jake is that both of these, the Ocean Wave custom glasses and the wine cups, are sets.
Correct.
These folks have ordered a set of these, but we're only doing one on the show because then we do the other one after the show because we don't want to do the same pieces over and over on the show.
No repetition.
So, yeah.
Fresh.
But yeah, so that sounds good. So what we're going to start out with.
We're going to jump right into it, the cane snowman for Sue. And Sue, I hope you're watching. You're here for pretty much every show, I believe, so I think you're logged on by now. But we wanted to flip a coin for this one because...
See who gets to make it?
We've both done a run this season of snowmen so far. Our snowmen hands and tools are ready to go. So why don't we just spin the mold for this one?
What?
Yeah.
I like the 50-50 chance.
This is 50-50. So here we go. All right. You want to spin it or am I spinning it?
I'll spin it.
All right. Whoever gets the front end of the mold facing them is going to be the one, the opening, that's going to make this snowman for Sue.
Do you know how hard this is for him?
What?
For who? For me? Look at this. It's coming right to me. It was a horrible toss.
It was a beautiful spin. I really had it going, too.
All right, well, that's the case, folks. So to reiterate what's going down, take a look over here, Marcy. We've got cane, white cane that we've pulled, and be very gentle because it's not annealed, that is a beautiful white spiral. And actually, I'll grab a little piece over here to show you, and you can keep an eye on that. But here's the great example. That's a thick piece that came off the end of it. There's a really thin piece that was thinner than what we wanted to use for this snowman. It's actually a snow woman.
And there was a question back. This does have to be annealed. This does not.
Yeah, this has a lot of pressure within it because it cooled down so quickly. We'll get into that a little more as we're talking technical. We get this piece started, but we've got beautiful white cane pulled for it. We're going to layer it on the outside of the snow woman, and it's going to be a lantern. It's going to have a bonnet on it, and it's going to have a snow woman's bonnet.
Okay.
And then it's going to have 2 holes tucked into the side of the piece so she can put her own wood arms coming out of it. It's going to be super cool. Sticks, that's right. So, with that being said, Michelle mentioned the annealing of the glass. And you see what Chris is doing here? When I said it wasn't annealed, it means we didn't put it into a box at 1,000 degrees and super slowly bring this down in temperature. We just let it cool down on its own time, and that cane went from 2,000 degrees to room temperature in like 4 minutes, and it solidified and it cooled right down. So there's stress within that. So when you're heating it back up, you need to very gently, like he's doing, coax the flame onto it and slowly bring it up in temperature. If any of the drinkware we produce for all these amazing people that watch our shows was used with hot coffee and you poured scalding coffee into your glass, it would shock the glass and crack it. It's the same process as this.
Would it actually crack the glass if they poured hot tomato soup in it?
Depends on how hot you like your tomato soup.
So really just chilled tomato soup would work, or gazpacho maybe.
Gazpacho would
Like
do it.
it.
So that's the process right there, folks. And welcome to the show, everybody. If you're new to the show, let us know in the chats. We're watching all 3 streaming sites, and we're excited to learn what you guys are thinking, and we love answering questions. We're going to be talking a lot of technical glass throughout this show. We're also going to be talking about how good the Red Wings are doing. And
They're playing tonight.
The Wings are playing tonight, and anything else that's going on. So we'll be watching your comments. If you have questions, personal questions, glass blowing questions, shoot them to us. We love to talk to you guys. We love to interact with people from around the world, which is pretty darn cool.
I can tell you one thing for sure, is that we are not going to be talking at all about the Vegas Knights, because we don't really care about them. And probably not going to be talking about Boston either.
Sorry, Carrie.
Sorry, Carrie, but we just can't bring it upon ourselves to talk about them.
Yep.
What about Chicago?
We don't have to worry about them.
Yeah,
They're like, I don't think they won a game yet, did they? It's so nice to say that about Chicago.
It is pretty nice. They're usually pretty good.
Chi-Town's on the bottom.
So since Chris won the draw here, he's going to be making the piece. I'm going to take over with the torch here, and I'm going to start heating these up so that he can get his core. And I'll let him take it away as he's doing that process, and you guys are going to see how a snowman's created. We're getting into snowman land.
All right, here you go.
Snowmanlandia.
I just was turning the pilot up.
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to gather up a gather of clear crystal, and I'm going to put a really light coat of a very small, fine, powdered white, because I don't want the snowman's body to be completely opaque. I want it to have a little opalescence to it, so it's partly transparent. And that way, those canes with the white will pop off the outside of this guy. We got some black cane out for eyeballs?
No, we don't, but I was using a couple pieces yesterday.
Oh boy.
That are really good. Ouch.
Sorry.
Can you take that, please?
All right, so I'm going to
go ahead and start it up. That's awesome. Excuse me.
We got the pipe over here. Check out the pipe warmer, Marcy. Let these guys know that we got it, the pipes all red hot. For those of you guys who are new to the glass blowing, the gathering point, you can't gather molten glass onto a cold blowpipe. You have to gather it onto a red hot blowpipe, and this puppy is red hot. I've almost, a few times I've kind of fantasized about blacksmithing the end of this thing, how it would really just mess up the pipe if you hammered this thing closed. It would not be good. But we got the furnace here. And by the way, for just a little interaction here, check this out. We're rebuilding our other furnace. We just got done rebuilding the first one. This one is going to be rebuilt. It's turned off. You can see what's going on in there. Yep. see that, guys? Pretty cool. All right, so now we're gonna gather it up over here. But this one here, you can see, is cooking at about 2,150 degrees. We really like the glass at that temperature. I'm going to be doing 2 gathers here for this snowman. Here's the first gather. I think I might even be able to use this one as going to be the coat, and then I'll gather over it with the crystal.
Totally. I'm still just slowly bringing these up in temperature. I want these to be at least at 900 degrees when we pick them up. And the glass starts moving at about 1350. What Chris has got over there is about 2,100. So there's a nice wide range, but pretty much everything's hotter than your oven.
PSA.
PSA now.
If December 5th, if you want to buy a ticket to our holiday show, you're going to see more cane work. The reason Sue knows about this is because our pumpkin show,
That's right.
we did some work like this. So she had an idea, and we invite you to come December 5th.
We love these shows. They're beautiful as heck, but we also are starting these beautiful seasonal VIP, super awesome shows. And our featured product tonight you will see made on our December 5th holiday show, folks. You can purchase those tickets online.
Have we even told them what our feature item is tonight?
No, we haven't gone over the board yet. We'll find a break there maybe in the middle.
Don't let it out.
Don't let it out the bag. We got a beautiful display here tonight. Everything's set up beautiful. Things are looking great in the shop.
All right, I'm trying to make sure that I don't get too much glass. I got to get just the right amount to get into that mold, guys. So this is going to be a strip gather. You're going to see me drop some of the glass off right in here. It's going to be a really nice camera shot. So Marcy, you ready to work a little zoom action on this glass going into the bucket? A strip gather, note, gives you a more control of a precise size gather. Check that out.
Yeah,
Break down
that is
in there.
watery. That's looking like pretty much the perfect size. Guess that's what the strip gather's for, huh?
Yep. I think I should go in like that or shape her up a little bit.
Maybe give it a little shape. It's a little narrow down the bottom here. Deceivingly narrow. The trick to going in here, and the trick that a lot of glass blowers don't like to work with cane at all, is that it's so precise. You got to have your heat correct, your shape perfect, and when you drop it in there, it's got to go all the way to the bottom so you pick up these canes nice and even. Yeah, would you kick that a little closer for us, Marcy? Thank you. I'm giving this some nice flame now. I know it's warm because I'm blasting them full on. We gotta adjust one of these little fellas, bring him back up with a steady hand. Get back here, little guy. Thank you.
All right. I got it shaped up pretty good, so now I'm just going to get it nice and hot so I can get in there and pick them up.
Well, these guys are ready to go. They're feeling good. They're talking to me. They're feeling really fresh. Can turn up the torch a little bit, get a little deeper in the mold, get some more heat right before he drops in. Look at the setup. Beautiful. We got cane hanging over the top, extra cane to make sure that we're utilizing as much as we can and that there's no missing edges, and that's just about perfect. So if you got whatever streaming service you're on, if there's any way to show some support virtually with any kind of emoji or whatever it may be, sprinkle some love upon the internet.
Share, the follow notifications.
All that goodness.
Subscribe.
Take a look at that. So now Chris has got to work on melting that all in there. Those canes are at 900. The glass is still probably 18, 19, and we want to get it pretty darn smooth. We're not making a pumpkin here.
We want
It's
to
a
get them
snow
melted
woman.
right in, you're saying?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. This is something Marcy's pointing out. Got to fix these and get them looking good, and I totally agree with that.
So I want to make sure that I mark it, but the one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to neck down the end and cut this little ball off to unite all of the cane. So it's coming off the end of the pipe just right. Jake, maybe if you get a moment, you're going to have to grab some black straight cane for the eyes. So this is the move I was just telling you about, you guys. Check out how I neck down the end of this and cut it off.
Need a bench blower, or is that all right?
It's all right, I'm just cutting the end off here so we get the nice top of the snowman.
I'm going to catch this and anneal it. I'm going to save this piece and we'll make a magnet out of it. It's a pretty cool looking piece.
All right, now I got to get the whole thing hot and get this cane melted into the surface so when I blow out the snow woman's body, it's going to blow out nice and symmetrical and have a really nice pattern to it. So
Yes.
just kind of checking out how I'm letting this thing flop back and forth. I don't want to twist that cane up. I want to keep the cane straight. So to keep it straight, I got to make sure I turn it the same direction, the same number of rotations. Check that out.
That's what's really tough about working with cane too. You got to be super ambidextrous and really line things up correctly.
Looking good.
All right.
So I really got to shape this thing right. I'm starting to think about how I'm making this snowman's body. And it's really important for me to make sure that I blow it out correctly. And to do that, I got to make sure I bring the top section down a little bit.
Australia in the house. We got Tennessee in the house. Michigan, baby. Missouri, New York. Where else, folks?
Okay, getting ready for a little bench blow here.
Any Ohio in there?
Hey, will you switch up the jacks for me and put the Marucos out?
You got it. I see that the wine's being poured up and people are getting comfortable, ready for a good show.
Mm-hmm. All right, blow. Stop.
If I could have one more device start making noise at me, it would make me really happy.
Okay, blow. Good.
That's looking amazing. That's the perfect, in my opinion. That's exactly how I envisioned I would have done it because the bottom's got to be wide because we're making it a lantern.
Give me another bench blow, Jake.
Yep.
Good. That's looking nice.
Look at how good that white, the amount of white you put on there is perfect. The cane's showing up perfectly. Watch that zoom now.
All right, so now we're getting ready for some eyeball action. Still moving a little bit, so I'm gonna take into consideration that Jake's gonna be putting the eyes on, so I'll let it fall one way, and then I'll flip it. We're gonna go on this thick side right here, Jake.
Got it. This is super dense black color right here, a stick of it. And what we're gonna do here, I'm heating up just the very end, and with a steady hand, and then you'll be patting them down right afterwards. We're gonna go for eyes first.
About like in their zone, yep. Now you're gonna go for some charcoal buttons.
Right down the swoop here.
Yep.
There is such a learning curve to putting these buttons on. Instead of keeping it straight perfectly, I'm gonna follow down the line here. I'm gonna do one actually on top.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Got some nice buttons on there.
It's looking pretty tasty, Sue.
Now I gotta let it fall back on center, and we're gonna be going for the hat.
Yes.
That orange is opaque. It'll work.
Yep, that's fine.
But
For
we're
the
gonna
custom
we're
order.
probably gonna put the bonnet on first, right?
Before the hat, before the nose?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Those are the very last thing we put on.
Sure.
So I would say we're going for a bonnet.
And now if I read my notes, I remember that this is a Van Gogh bonnet. So it's
Really?
gonna be artist choice colors. I know what I'm already doing here. I'm just gonna Van Gogh it up for you and bring it over hot. And do you want it as two separate bits, or I remember how you were doing the top hat?
I can do it that one big bit.
One big Van Gogh bit. I'm not sure everybody knows what Van Gogh even means, though.
Oh, nice. You guys, Van Gogh is a technique that is a color technique only, and we do it on all different types of products, but it's a specialized Glass Academy color technique where we mimic,
That's enough?
that's gonna look good. We mimic the Van Gogh painting, the world famous one, Starry Night. And we use that on our pumpkins, we do it on mugs, we do it on glasses. Now we're doing it on snowmen hats. Jeez. I don't know what to say except it's gonna be pretty sweet.
It's the most popular color pattern there ever was.
Yeah, just plain and simple, it's super pimped.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Check it out. And once we get this bonnet on there, we're gonna have to go in and tungsten some holes in her. Looking
Now,
good.
Marcy, would you take a look over here and take a zoom in on these three colors I'm using? For our Glass Academy Addicts, and there's many of them out there, they may know this color on the far left that looks blue, but is in fact another color. It starts with the letter P and ends with ERP.
ERP.
That's right. Does anybody know what that color is?
I don't even know another
on,
color
man,
that
go up.
starts with the letter P.
And ends with the letter ERP.
So
Here
check
goes.
that out. See how he's using the tweezers to give that Van Gogh Starry Night spiraling effect of the colors all twisted together? That is exactly what's going on right here, folks.
You gotta move fast. It's cooling down. I don't want to break my wrist because I'd be unable to blow glass. So I gotta do it fast while it's hot, while it's juicy.
You going for more, or is that
I
it?
think that's good. Or you want me to?
I'd say get a couple up by the, closer onto the moil, so when I cut it, they're up on the top of the bonnet.
All right. Yep. And
Just
then
maybe a
how do
few
you
more.
want me to bring it over? Like a foot?
Just
Really
a hot, real hot. I'm gonna drop it on and go from there.
You got it.
And I'll be
Chris-
going to Bonnet Town.
Chris did come up with, just this past run of snowmen, a really professional and efficient way to put on the top hats that we do, and in fact these bonnets, where instead of doing two separate pieces, you put on the brim first and then you bring over a whole nother one and put color on it and put the top on. He almost does it in a goblet form, where you make like an avolio, if you've heard that term before, where it's one large bit and he shapes it up to do both of those from that one piece. And it's a pretty cool thing, and I was doing them on those top hats. It works super nice.
So is this it?
No, I want to shape it
Okay.
one time.
I want to make sure that this thing's got a good core heat, you guys, and it's nice and hot. And he wants to make sure that there's none of the texture left from that Van Gogh technique that he used by spiraling the glass. It's real important to make sure it's nice and smooth, and I just saw that he got it nice and smooth, so I know this is when it's going to be coming. And I got to just make sure my snow woman's body is just the right temperature so that it's not overheated,
Do
so
we
it
have
doesn't
any
move.
PSAs from tech support?
Yeah, the table's gonna go live in a minute. We're waiting for Wolverine to-
Table's gonna go live, folks. That means our featured product for tonight is available on the website, glassacademy.com.
At the height of the...
Yep.
Well, once we put the hat on and I shape the hat, you guys can take a tour over to the...
Yeah.
And you go 2 minutes forward, Darcy.
Thanks. Let's just take a quick look at the shape here. He's going to put the brim on first. He cuts a line in it. That works so good. Amazing. And now as it's cooling, you see those colors starting to strike more. I actually did white on the base with yellow, purple, the perch, and a pink Van Gogh pattern.
And I'm going to try to turn this into a nice little bonnet. But why don't you guys check out the feature
Okay,
table
folks.
with tonight's feature item.
He's going to shape up the bonnet. We're going to take you over here and just look at this display, folks. Just take a gander at it. This is a beautiful holiday setup. We actually have named all of these beautiful penguins. And Mom, would you like to be a part? I mean, Michelle?
No, go for it.
All right, well, Michelle put this display together. It looks incredible. Look at the holiday cheer. These are our penguins, folks. That's number one. That's Sven. He's Big Nose Sven. He's a Superman with his cane. Folks, all of these tonight are one of a kind, one and done. And sometimes we do products where we put them up. Number 11 here was a beautiful signature ornament that we made, the diamond-shaped iridescent ornament. We have multiples of those, and we know how to recreate them. They're all handmade. They have their variations. These penguins are one and done. They each have their own personality. We have names for them all, and you can see them on the Glass Academy website. You go to the live feed page. They're all available for purchase, and we have a few other, a nice price range for you all to support the Glass Academy, a few other products available here tonight. This is the featured table. Let's see, you're on number 6. That's Sebastian. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Margaret. Number 7, I don't know if any of you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, but this is Larry, and that's one of the #1 shows out there in this world. We've got the pickle ornament we featured last week, and we will be featuring penguins today, folks. That is our 5th day of holiday cheer. Gabby, do we know? 5th day? 6th day? I believe it's the 6th day, folks, but take a gander at it. If you want to see something up close, any of those penguins, folks, drop a comment in whatever streaming service you all are watching on. But we're going to get back to the action here, and we'll get back to that table in a bit. Those are all available on the website, folks. That's what provides us to do this kind of thing and allows us to make products like this and keep going the way that we're going. What's this now?
I just put a hole in the side because she indicated she wanted to stick her own, right there, she wanted to stick her own stick arms into this snowman.
So what he's doing is he's heating this tungsten, which is a type of metal rod, and he stuck a hole, and we didn't, obviously the mics, he had his mic
Flash
turned
it?
off, so luckily you didn't hear the little squeal from this snow woman. It's like, ow! Yeah, it's not as bad as like a brand, but it's definitely not comfortable.
We're gonna put the other one on. What'd you say?
Mike.
My mic's on. I
Sweet.
didn't turn off on accident. Okay, flip.
There's your first one.
Stay right there.
Second one coming in. Look at the way that cane is looking. The Van Gogh hat's looking beautiful. Folks, we love a good customer suggestion. And anybody who wants a custom order, altering any of our products, we're proud, and we have our product line, which we love. But if you've got an idea and you want to try something out, or you want to just brainstorm with me, shoot us a chat on the customize a product section on the website or under contact. And we can discuss anything. I had someone, and I haven't gotten back to her email yet, but someone asked for a red Cardinal. We don't make any birds here at the Glass Academy, and I explained that to her. She was very understanding, but I still got to go back to her. We're going to go over all the other products, and she's going to gift for her mother-in-law. It's gift-giving season, and it's a super cool thing to get something handmade, have them watch it being made.
All right, we're good on the holes.
Beautiful. I think she's going to be able to get 2 sticks right in there.
Perfectly. So now we want to do the,
Nice.
we're going to put a little Maurice on the top and punny her up, right? So we can do that. Do you think we should put the nose on first?
Yeah.
All right, so how about a nose? A big giant carrot nose.
That thing is sweet.
Look at that hat, you guys. It's looking good. I was thinking about wanting to put a little flower on the hat, too.
If you're thinking like that, I'm sure Sue wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, I got to help Sue out here and do something fancy. And put a
You want the flower
on
first?
there. You can bring me the nose, and then just cut that off, and you can bring me a purple flower.
I was going to say, give her the perp. The hat has pink, purple, and a little dab of yellow.
Gonna do a second coat on there.
I'm gonna do 2 schmacks.
This guy, or I should say this girl, is looking good. I love the hat. That Van Gogh pattern you did is really nice.
It looks really good.
Is this it?
This is it.
All right, carrot top, guys.
And so this is Chris and I working together, folks. We're gonna pass the camera around and we're gonna get Marcy in here assisting on some of the products. We've got 2 more custom orders to do tonight. Look at that, carrot schnoz.
You gotta carify it. That means dent it up a little.
You say carrotify it?
Yep, carrotify it. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what the carrot looks like. He's going for a flower right now.
Right into the perps.
Yeah, the perp.
And you want to do a good coating, but not too dark. This is not going to be something that's blown out real thin. It's going to be a solid flower, so that color is going to be dense. So I'll just do one kind of 1.5 coats there, and then I'm going to give it over to Chris. Right on the side of the head. It's pure decoration. Honestly, I kind of miss the days where people did go around on the daily with the craziest, coolest hat they could find. With feathers all over it and all kinds of crazy action. Those seemed like the days. Or the one for Halloween. I wore a lamp for Halloween. It was pretty sweet. A lampshade.
All right, how about that punte?
All right, so Maurice, we're gonna put it on a big punny at counterweight. We're gonna flip this thing around, break it off, because we've gotta open up that bottom ball so that she can put a light inside this snow woman. And Sue, I know, is gonna be posting some pictures of this on the Glass Academy Addicts Facebook page once she gets it all decked out.
I can see a scarf on there already. Yeah, paisley would be really nice.
So, because it's a bigger piece, I used a thicker rod than usual. This is a solid rod. We're gonna start by putting a little clear platform on the top of the head. Nice finesse. Watch out for that snake on the floor. I actually had a dream last night that there was like a 10-foot long anaconda in my backyard, and then I scared it away, and then there was an alligator, like the biggest alligator I've ever seen in my life, in my backyard too, looking at me.
Well, what time was that? Because I had a huge conversation with Chris Phelan about how my buddy goes on and hunts giant anacondas, and they eat crocodiles. And I was talking to him last night at like 11:30 at night about the shell of the crocodile and how one swallowed a crocodile and died because it couldn't digest the shell. We were talking about anacondas.
You had that conversation?
Yes, that was going on last night. So
did you all hear that? And I dreamed about both those animals at the same time, reptiles. That's absurd.
That's pretty trippy.
That's super crazy.
But that's happened with Mom before too, so with me thinking, talking about shit, and then all of a sudden she told me she had a dream about it. So it might have something to do with our connection.
That's freaky. I mean, as long as I don't have an alligator in my backyard, I'm cool. This is a little warm right now. So he blows on it. That cools down, gives it a nice cool surface. Beautiful connection. Little cold metal. Is it easy? Boom, hello.
Thank y'all.
Lovely. Beautiful break off. Anything tech support has to say, or anything going on in what day of holiday cheer are we on? And this is
Day 4.
This is day 4.
And
so
we
the
thought
penguins are day 4.
Yeah, and we thought we could do a penguin during the show, but we have too many custom orders. So if you want to see how the penguin is made, where do you go?
December 5th holiday show.
And for one $20 ticket, you'll get entered in the raffle to win a penguin, because we'll do one on the show and we raffle those off with our wheel of names.
I think we gave away, what was it, like $1,300 in product? $1,400 in product, our most recent virtual show, which was the pumpkin show. That was October.
Oh, how can I puff this with 2 tungsten holes in it? Gonna have to fancify it open with the jacks.
Yeah. But that's right, folks. It's going to be a fun one. That's where we can highlight all of our most detailed and crazy products, is by having these VIP online virtual shows. And it's going to be a blast. December 5th. No custom orders. Everything is one of a kind. It's either first sale or it's going to be a giveaway. And like I said, we gave away $1,400 in pumpkin product. I think it was 5 or 6 pumpkins we gave away on that show. Oh, that's true. I think it's going to sit just fine like this. We had already designed it. But that's an interesting idea. So he's shaping it up. You see how it's got that opening there? That's how we were originally. I was blowing out the snow woman and giving her her puffy round shape.
It's got to be bigger than that?
I think a wee bit bigger, if possible.
A V-bit. A
Yeah.
V-bit. Check her out.
That's looking amazing.
Yeah.
Yes?
Snowman in the heat.
Got to use the zoom.
That's true. That is, folks, not only are we the hottest show on the internet, we're actually putting snow people into 2,000 degrees.
Without letting them melt.
They're only melting a little bit, just enough that we can kind of reshape them. It's kind of like when you pour water on your snow people when you're making them, and it melts them down, and then you got a little slush. You can smack it around here and smack it there, really shape it up real good. Only problem is, if we poured water on this guy, he would crack and fall right off the pipe. There it is. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
It's going to stand on that.
The white is bright. It's going to stand perfect. That looks amazing. I think that's perfect.
You're going to use zoom, or you're going to burn your phone up, sweetie?
I know exactly what I'm doing, man. Not wearing the right shirt.
Here goes, guys. The bus is coming.
Folks, how about a look down here? Any of our regular customers know what these giblets came from? What Glass Academy product we were making all day in the shop today that we left all these bright colored pieces on the floor?
Okay, a little GA stamper.
GA stamp.
Sue, this is looking really, really amazing. Never
got the stamp on your bench?
before, and looking pretty cool, guys. Going for the GA stamp now. Most of you folks know why we put a GA stamp on here. Now I'm going to put it somewhere really inconspicuous.
This is certification handmade by us. If putting it on the internet isn't certification enough, you'll see it with the GA stamp. And we hand sign every single custom order with the year and the fact that it is a custom order. And now I'm going to look into the comments for a second.
All right, so now I'm going to just equalize it. We're going to knock it off and torch the little punty mark on the top of the hat. And this little cutie's going into the oven. Hopefully she doesn't melt in there.
How many new viewers we got tonight? Whether you're on YouTube or you're on Twitch or you're watching with us on Facebook, how many of y'all have never seen our show before? And if that's the case, where are you watching from? Because we're out of Michigan. We love to hear where people are watching us. We got a lot of Australians, some Zimbabweans. We got some other folk as well. We've got this guy right over here. This is our knockoff table. This is a nice high fireproof brick so that we can set it on here. It's not metal. It won't pull a lot of heat from the glass. Look at this thing. That is beautiful, Dad. Nice piece. One torch for you. I think I'm going to get it with the forks. Or should I get it with the claw?
I think the
I think the claw.
I think the claw is going to work.
The tool you put a piece away with can make it or break it. So it's very important that I've got the right tool to grab this guy and I don't crack the glass. I don't drop it on my way over. I'm preheating this guy. That looks amazing. And then we're going to number 4. If you'd open up the right door for me. I got her by the neck. Nice and gentle.
Oh yeah, looking good.
That's super sweet.
Nice.
Super awesome.
That's a tighty.
Super cool.
Very nice. Love it when piece comes off that nice and looks that cool.
Especially custom orders, folks. We love to test ourselves and do the custom orders. We love your opinions on all of our products. Sometimes when we start doing something we've never done before, a cane snow woman, things get crazy, but we love it when it turns out perfect, and we love the challenge, and that's what it's all about. And you guys know how it goes. You've seen me grow as an artist. You've seen Chris's skills improve. Chris has been blowing glass for 30 years, 31 and a half or something like that.
I don't know, I don't add it up anymore. I just stopped at 30.
Yeah, I feel like you've been saying 30 since I was like 10.
So now we're working on the ocean wave glass. Let's go check the board out, guys.
Check the board out.
We want to keep moving, keep things rolling.
We just handled Sue's sweet custom cane snow woman. Number 3, ocean wave glasses. So these are a product, if you look on our website, I believe I had thought they were Galaxy glasses. We might have changed the name of them to Ocean Wave. I'm not sure. Or if you guys just wrote it up and called it that.
I don't know.
A little altercation. They weren't a fan. They're a big collector of the glasses that we make. Didn't love the GA stamp on the side of this particular style of glass. So we're going to make the same glass. We've customized the colors, and we're going to put the GA stamp on the bottom.
Nice, I like it. And you got the colors down on that?
I got the colors down. We're making one or the other, so I'm gonna pick on the fly. I got both colors out. I'm just gonna decide what feels the best to make right now.
And how do you do that? You do a dab of the transparent color first, then the white bigger frit up against that, and then you go to town on it and give it some nice undulation and or wavy effect.
And
then you puff it out and bammy.
And bam. That's right.
That's nice.
This one, I think we should definitely go over the table again, and I'll make sure I got everything set up. And then
hand model for me, Marcy?
Sure.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's do the hand model modification. You guys, this is the night, and check out some of these cool penguins. Number 5, Sebastian. Look at him. He's pretty proper. Look at his little booty back there. He's got his little tail feathers. He's shaking them. Let's see his belly. He's kind of got the tuxedo. Not all of them have the tuxedo clips. They call these outfits the tuxedo, but he's got his top hat and his cane, rocking the Christmas Tim Burton spirit. But he, number 5, Sebastian, has got some pretty good proper etiquette. Look at him. I like him. How about number 6? He's got some big old feet. Look at those flippers, man. Jeez, he could probably swim like heck. Let's see his rear end. Oh yeah, little tail. Like it a lot. That's a girl. Her name's Margaret.
Margaret?
Yeah. She's a little sweetie. Number 6 is looking good. What do we got? Number 8 down here. We got some mini penguin earrings. Number 8. Oh my God, you show up at a Christmas party with those, people are going to be tackling you on the front porch to get them off of you.
Those are called Meep and Morp.
Meep and Morp, number 8.
Yep.
Woo-wee. All right, what else we got? We just got the signature ornament here, number 10. Yep, the bright, transparent cherry red, guys. That is a gorgeous bolatone ornament.
But more over there.
Yep.
No, there's like working in here.
This is what that one was right there, and these are some beautiful featured items. You working on that, getting that ready over there, eh, Jake?
I'm ready to roll.
Number 4, Hilga. Look at Hilga.
Nice recycle baddie.
Look at that icy pattern on there. She's got her little tail. I like her scarf. Is that plaid? Oh, what is that?
That is a nice red.
Super nice. Oh, but Sven's rocking it up, number 1. Look at Sven. Talk about a beak. Look at the size of that beak, everybody. Woo-wee. Would it be called a beak, Marcy, or would it be called a bill?
I think it's a beak. I really think it's a beak because a bill is more like flat, and
Okay.
it can like scoop.
So
fish
ducks
into it.
have bills and penguins have beaks.
I think. Someone in the comments, feel free to correct me. I am not a marine biologist by any means.
Give
or
us that
biologist,
Google
so-
research.
Yeah, we need some Google research, guys. Uh-oh, we got more penguin earrings. I love those things. And we got the traditional German pickle, guys. You gotta have one of those.
That was our 3rd day of holiday cheer special right there.
Yep, number 9, get the pickle. And then number 12 looks like some type of a giant mystery candy cane, assorted special. And is that the baker's dozen, Shell?
I think that is a baker's
So that means
dozen.
you get 13 of them. I like it. All right, what's going on over here?
Well, I got our colors laid out. If you want to take a gander, that's right, we'll be handling this. We've got multiple beautiful transparent colors lined up here. What I'm going for is the aqua. We're putting an aqua bottom on this one, and I'm going to show you how it's done right now. This is a super cool color pattern. And Peter and Lori, if you guys are watching, I didn't write up your order with you. Chris wrote it up with you, but I hope you're watching
Hopefully.
right now. It's either YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, and we're making it for you.
I hope you guys are all watching, and I hope you're commenting, Peter and Lori, come on. These guys are old-time customers. They've been around since the very beginning when we were down in Detroit on Michigan Avenue. I've known Lori for a real long time, and Peter too, but I think I may have known Lori even longer. All right, he's got a molten gather right here, guys. Check it out. You can see the reflection in the steel plate. It is super, super cool. 2,100 degrees. He's got a tiny little coat of that aqua. One of the things I was talking to these guys about when we were taking the custom order is they really were excited about how that aqua will come up through the top edge of the glass and have an optical magnification action going on, which is really, really nice when you're drinking out of a nice thin wine glass. It's
Totally.
super nice. Yep. And then he's
got
gonna.
the Renaissance microphone volume going on right now.
I do.
I think it's creeping in.
Oh boy, am I talking too loud, everybody?
I can't adjust the.
Let's hear it in the comments. Is Chris talking too loud?
Yeah.
Has he got his Renaissance voice on? That's when we don't have
No
a
mold.
microphone and we're just screaming at people out in the audience, like 100 people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of thought I had my my microphone tucked under my beard a little bit, so it was kind of maybe muffling it a little. But just let us know, folks. I'll look at the comments. I want to see if I need to tone it down a little.
Take a zoom on this sweet move. This is where it all goes down without the tweezers.
I'll get them for you.
That's a classic move there.
Here it is.
The old bring the tweezers to the knockoff station.
And these are the good ones, the
All
kind
right.
I like.
Beautiful. Here we go. Oh, no, no, no. Got him. 1. I always do 4 on these. 2, 3, 4.
None in the middle?
None in the middle. I like
All
to see those spots in the middle. You see the spotty color, then the 4 swirls, you start to see that color pull away and go into those Van Gogh swirls. It's a beautiful
Nice.
move. The trick with these is always getting them to blow out symmetrical because I've got clear glass on top and you've got, in this particular case, a soft blue and a soft white on the bottom. So if we had orange, it would blow out differently. I'd heat it up differently. Orange is very stiff. But all the colors change in melting temperature compared to crystal clear glass. So I really need to focus right now on evening that outer layer out before I go like this and puff this bubble in. And it's clear, so watch this bubble come into the glass, right about
There it is, guys.
I'm blowing that through my thumb. The air is expanding from that little puff that I just put into the glass.
That was a nice bubble, Jake.
It's a pretty nice bubble.
I had it right there on Zoomicus.
Zoomicus.
That's right.
So now we're going to take it to teamwork land. I'm going to get Marcy rolling with me here, a little bit of bench blowing action. I saw a couple comments, you guessed it, folks. Those are slug giblets on the tray down here. And if you haven't seen our glass slugs yet, you should check them out online. They're ridiculously cute, and we made a bunch of slugs today.
Hey, thanks everybody. I'm so happy that my voice is
Hello?
just right when I'm speaking loud.
Hello?
There's about 40 comments that say, Chris, your voice sounds
Good.
just right.
That's just because they all love you so much.
Well, hey, sorry if everybody likes me, loves me, whatever, but it's because my voice is just right. But what's the question of the night? Somebody asked me what the question was tonight. Right here, guys. What's your favorite holiday-themed show to watch every season? What do you watch? Is it It's a Wonderful Life? Is it The Grinch Stole Christmas? Is it Santa Claus is Coming to Town? Ooh, hold it right there. Stop turning for 1 second. Check that out. And the coolest thing is that that's on the outside of the glass, guys. So when you're looking through the bottom of the glass, when you're taking a sip of your wine, whether it's
Rosetta
red
foot.
or white, when you're drinking out of that, it's magnified through the bottom.
Maybe you can see it like this, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, you can. I got it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So now we're going to be putting a clear, it's called a Rosetta foot, and those roses, those twists all the way around the bottom, completely match the color pattern that we got going on here. It's a beautifully designed glass, and one that we actually have available on the website. If anybody's interested in this, we make them with the GA stamp on the side in I think 5 or 6 different colors available on the website, but that's also what these custom orders are all about. You want a different color, you want the stamp somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's a perfect Christmas gift, you guys.
You give it a little marver and then
And
get it hot again.
the cool thing about Christmas gifts here at the Glass Academy is you can buy them, we ship them to you, you give them to your loved one or your friend or whoever for a gift, and they open it up.
Awesome.
But even a better gift, have their piece made on the live feed. And when they open up, send them a card that says, watch this YouTube, Facebook show on Tuesday with the date and the time, and you're gonna see your present being made. Tell me that is not cool. Check it out, he's going in here, he's got it right on there. He's shaking it around, looking good. Now here's that fancy technique, guys. Looking good. Five, 6, 7, 8.
Beauty.
Ooh-wee. I like it. A little shot of the Gathering Point shirt right there on the back of Marcy. Freeze. Go. All right. So he's making sure, now watch what he's going to do here, you guys. He's going to use the back of the tagly or the steel pedal, and he's going to indent the bottom just a little bit. Right there, look at that. So that the little punty mark on the bottom, which we melt away, but there's no bumps that won't allow the glass to sit perfectly flat on the table. You don't want your glass to tip over and fall into the gravy bowl.
I was going to say, not everyone puts their glass on the table. I put my glass
Where?
many places before.
Oh,
You know,
Punty
when we
Town,
went,
guys.
I don't know where it was, but I did just set my glass on the top of the urinal once before.
Well, that must be in a bar or something,
What?
or a restaurant, because if you got a urinal in your house, you're pretty special. Well, Punty,
not
guys,
that special.
lined up perfectly symmetrical, a little bit of cold metal, and boom.
Skadoosh.
Marcy's holding it now, and she's getting into the heat source because obviously you just saw that glass was just at the breaking point where Jake touched it with the tweezers and it broke off the blowpipe. She can't be sitting around hanging out outside the heat source because it was right at the breaking point, and if you wait too long, it will actually crack the piece. And then you got to backpedal and do a bunch of backpedaling and hope you got a freewheel on your bike.
I am not the backpedaler.
No, all I remember is backpedaling and doing a skid.
I gotta
Sideways.
get my bike hooked up big time. You know what that reminds me of though, and this is something I've been thinking about for 2 days that I really wanted to tell everyone that watches our show about, a really cool perspective that I was thinking about. I went to Lowe's the other day and I saw all the grills lined up in front of Lowe's. And these grills, like fancy, nice looking grills, at max were $400. And I looked at them and I was like, hold on one sec, let me think. I was like, oh my goodness, if I wanted to make a grill myself, a handmade, custom, super cool grill, how in the world could I ever make the grill for $400? It's completely impossible. Maybe if I made one that was custom, it'd be $2 grand, maybe $3 grand, who knows?
Probably more than that.
Maybe more than that. I'm talking like dials, all this stuff, super cool, but it got me thinking about glass and what the glass industry is like and what we're doing here, which is hand making something that for generations and even more so now is so factory made. There's so many factories out there and large scale businesses that
just crank stuff out.
just like the grills, are cranking things out and making them for a fraction of what anybody could ever do. And now think of the cost if we set up a grill manufacturing company right next to this. We'd make them, it'd be sweet, we'd sell them for $3 grand. It's the same thing with glass blowing. We're making and doing everything by ourselves. Chris has made every single piece of equipment here and built it up from the ground over 20 years, and Michelle handles all the marketing and does everything that makes this business happen. So it kind of clicked in my mind a really good way to justify when it doesn't happen often because you're seeing what we do to make these pieces, but there are the occasional people that say, wow, that's pricey, and I think that's a really cool way to look at it. We're doing this completely on our own. This is no factory. This is nothing that is a huge operation. It's our family here in Dearborn and Marcy and a few other amazing tech support people around here that get things done for us, and it's pretty darn cool. So send a little love in the chat for all that business, folks, because that's what handmade in the United States business is all about.
All right, now don't forget to not put the GA stamp
I'm not doing
on
it.
this gorgeous looking
But look at how this thing turned
glass.
out. Look at the shape of it. It's perfect. And the lip is so thin up top. It's
Show
beautiful.
me the inside.
It's going to drink incredible.
And don't move. Oh, yeah.
Not on the side.
Very nice.
So that's one of two of the set. Peter and Lori.
Peter and Lori, you guys got a beautiful one. We're going to make another one to match that off camera because we got other camera pieces. But if you liked it, tell us in the chat.
Yep.
Let us know that you appreciate what Jake just did for you, which is great, and we appreciate you guys. We love when people buy custom work from us. So here we go. Now you're going to see how the stamp goes into the bottom. Marcy's heating up the bottom here. Getting it nice and hot.
How hot?
Give it a second. Hold on.
Come on now, let's get that thing into the annealing oven, sis. Oh yeah, and there it goes, guys. And just like you all know, except for maybe someone who's on there out of the, how many people we got on there? 113 people. Somebody might not know that every single piece has to be annealed to room temperature over a very slow period of time. Nice job, Jake.
Thank you.
Very nice piece.
The
Peter
other
and
thing
Lori.
about that, the reason it's cooling down slow is because that was still probably 1,400 degrees right now. And if I remember correctly, the second one of that set is an emerald green. But that one, excuse me, ma'am, watch the hot claw. That one looked really green right now, but that was actually the aqua glass, a beautiful light blue. Thanks, Marcy.
So Sue Schmidt emailed and said you guys are amazing. I love my snow woman. Blah 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 blah. But Justin
Thanks,
from
Sue.
tech support, because we have double tech support tonight, Could you turn around and talk about the furnace for 1 second?
Yeah, I'd love to, because someone was asking. Justin? Yeah, Justin, I could talk about the furnace a little bit.
All right.
The furnace itself is turned off because I'm going to take the whole front of the furnace off with these screws, and I'm going to pull the whole front of the furnace off. I'm going to take the crown sill and the sill off, pull all of this front stuff off, and I'm going to take out the crucible, clean it all out, re-brick it with new refractory, and put a new crucible in there, making sure that it's on a pile of sand so it doesn't stick permanently. Check it out. I'm going to reach in there, hopefully without cutting myself. It's still warm in here, and get a piece of the crucible that's inside of it. Here it is. Check it out. That is crucible. This is about 99% alumina, super high temperature refractory. It's about a $1,000 crucible right there, and it holds about 200 pounds of molten glass, and you can see the texture on the surface, how the glass eats away at it. And if you could keep the furnace at a perfect temperature for a long period of time, it would just keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner. But we had quite a few power outages, and we had this crucible in there for probably about a year and a half, and that thing was ready to come out. So we're turned it down, and we're going to bust it open and fix it and re-brick it up. So
Why don't you show them the one over there? 'Cause it's supposed to look like that.
it's supposed to look like, check this one out. There's one in a plant right here, guys, the crucible, and there's even a better one over here. This one's got, you can see the glass in the bottom. Let's come on over here on the gallery side for 1 second. It's right here.
But also to stay on track.
There it is. Check this guy out. There's the crack that makes you have to replace it. It actually wears through. This was probably where the burner was at, right here. And then check out that surface. Glass is super, super corrosive, you guys. It'll eat anything it comes in contact with when it's molten. All right, here I come.
Well,
Hey.
what I'd love to say is that it's our first stream on Twitch here tonight, and we've got Facebook and YouTube up, and it seems like we got a few people joining us, some brand new followers.
Welcome, Raiders. Met's Glass Design.
Oh,
Oh, snap. Oh,
that
snap.
might
Oh,
be,
snap.
is it Steve Metz from West Michigan?
I'm not sure.
Who's?
Or,
Ooh,
I can't remember.
Crucible. Everybody's loving it. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for the love and all the emojis. Welcome to Twitch, says the Mets. Thank you. We're
Thank
glad
you,
to
everybody.
Be here.
Oh yeah, guys.
This is literally our first stream ever.
It's true.
Our first stream on Twitch, and we're called The Gathering Point, guys.
And this is show 136.
It's our 136th show. We started them during the pandemic, right in the beginning of the pandemic, when we didn't know what to do, and we were trapped, just like all of us, and then a slug was born. I think we need to make a song about the slug.
I think we've tried, but we're not song artists, we're glass artists.
Well, we'll have to hire someone to write us a song about the slug.
Yeah.
Like a slug was born, like a star was born, a slug was born, and it went like this, and it popped out.
Well, Met's Glass is a lamp working guy.
Lamp
Yeah.
working, we love it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Is he
Some
in
of
West
us-
Michigan?
He's actually in Missouri.
Holy macanudo.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, well, let's get back on track, guys.
3 custom orders, 2 of them are complete. Now this third one Chris is gonna be making. He's the wine glass master, and I'll be taking over the camera. So if we do talk about it briefly, I spoke with Tammy, we went over some ideas. She had an idea for wine glasses, and she said she's getting them for this amazing couple, Alan and Paul, just got married, and I forget the name of the place. It was like Sunset Cliffs or something, some beautiful place that they're getting married and they want to be, or I don't even know if they know anything about it. Hopefully they're watching the show tonight. It could be a later gift for them, but Tammy's getting this for Alan and Paul, and congrats on their marriage. And this is going to be a set of stemless wine glasses, artist choice on colors, but it has to do with the sunset.
So I'm thinking, since I'm making them,
Yep.
I'd like to have a little orange, very little bit of purple, some pink, because I know sunsets always are radiating some hot pink beautifulness. And I'm gonna have a little bit of brilliant yellow in there too.
Big time.
And I think mixing those 4 colors together, these things are gonna be going off the hook.
Well, let's see it then. You're
All
making
right.
one of two, correct?
I'm making one of two.
All right, beautiful.
And I wonder if these guys like a 12-ounce wine pour or a 9-ounce, which is normal standard.
You know, the last person I heard request a custom order that said, could you keep it standard or even could you keep it on the smaller side, was never.
Exactly.
So you better just
So I
give
can
them
give
a
it a
little
little
extra
extra puff?
just in case. That's right.
All right.
All right, folks. I'm going to take a quick look at the board. Tech support, what's happening?
Helga's gone.
Who? What's his name?
Helga?
Helga? All right, Helga's off the table, folks. Folks, the penguins are beauties. We're not just going to be making these on this regular live feed. We're going to be showing you how these penguins are put together. Look at the detail on them. We're going to be doing these, and these cut marks for the arms are so tough. You got the feet there with total sweet imprints on them. GA stamp and the swirled up, recycled, watery, icy base. Those are going to be detailed completely on the December 5th show, folks. And if you haven't bought a ticket, I promise you will not be disappointed for our VIP holiday show. Our pumpkin one went incredible, and people couldn't stop asking us to do another one this Christmas, this holiday season. So that's what we're going to be doing, folks. And I highly suggest for 20 bucks, all these shows, 136 are free. We give away free glass every single show for 20 bucks to get yourself the super show experience. Watch it with your family, stream it on your TV, join in the action. We have volunteers here, we got food here, we got live music, we got craziness going on. It's a blast, and I suggest you check it out, folks. So Chris is going to town adding the color on here, multiple dabs of that array of colors, the sunset array of colors he mentioned. I'm going to show you briefly here the question once again for the giveaway, folks. What's your favorite holiday themed show to watch every season? That could be a show, that could be a movie, that could be whatever you watch, honestly. And you send that to enews@glassacademy.com, email your answer in, and that enters you to win the giveaway. And 136 shows later, we've given away a piece of glass every single show, whether we make it on the show or, like last week, we didn't have time to actually make the piece live. So we picked one out, and ironically, we decided that it was the third, Sunday was the third holiday cheer day where we highlight one of our Glass Academy products, and it was the pickle. And this one actually, Marcy and I made a super-sized pickle.
You did?
Yep, this is a large one. It's about twice as big as our traditional
Where is it?
pickles. It's right here.
I didn't see it.
And everybody, whoever wins the giveaway here today, we had about 140 entries, is going to be getting a glass pickle for their tree. That's a German tale of how you wake up the first kid to get downstairs and find the green pickle hidden within the green pine tree gets to open up their gifts first. So that's super cool. Chris is putting the Van Gogh twists on there. You got Marcy over there watching the Twitch, I think. Is that right, Marcy? Well, that sounds good. I think we have, Gabby, I think we have tech support on Twitch as well over here. So we don't need to go too deep into it, but it's amazing that we got hands on all the social media, folks.
I'm trying to melt in this color real nice. And I tried specifically not to mix it too much. I had the 4 colors in 4 different areas, and then I wanted the twisting and swirling to draw those colors back into themselves so they had a really elegant flow to them.
Okay, then we're squishing it down. You want no texture on there. You've got those that tool mark, those cold tweezer marks on there, and you blow a bubble into it, it looks no good. It blows out totally funky.
And these are stemless, so you can make them a little bigger. I like having them a little thicker so they almost like a weeble. Does everybody remember what a weeble is? They wobble and they don't fall down? No. My goodness. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Now that's a really good question. Texas board here, whichever platform that was on. Somebody's asking
Blow,
about
Marcy.
glass gnomes. Maybe Dave, you can't hear me.
Good.
Sorry about that, folks. I was muted. Someone's asking about our glass
Hello?
gnomes, folks, and the glass gnomes are pretty cool. It was kind of a limited edition product we did, and they were a blast. We haven't made too many more as of recently, but I think I was just mentioning with my mom, we were planning on our VIP show, making 1 or maybe 2 holiday-themed, larger scale gnomes. The problem with the gnomes, in my mind, and the way we did the production of them, is they were so tiny, and we wanted to make them at an acceptable price for everybody to be involved in the gnome situation that we were building. Look at them flattening the bottom up here.
I'm gonna take a bit, Marcy.
Beautiful. And they were just
Maurice,
so
and you make a punny out of it.
So many applications of color and style and shaping onto these very small pieces. It's going to be a lot more productive for us to make a little bit of a larger size gnome. So that's the plan for the holiday show, December 5th. We will have some holiday featured gnomes, and stay tuned for us on it. We love the questions, folks. If you got anything else you want to hear from me while I got the microphone, please holler at us. Folks, this is called an Avolio. Nope, this is not an Avolio. This is a Maurice on the bottom. That's a clear patty that we could connect the rod to flip it around, so we're not connecting the rod and making that glass on glass connection directly to the color on the bottom, because when we knock it off, you run the risk of chipping away a little bit of the color right at the spot that you look at when you're finishing your drink, and that's no good.
This one's looking real nice.
It is looking pretty clean.
I like having the bottom when you use that torch on it, and it perfectly indents in without flattening the piece itself.
Right.
Little cold metal up here.
So Chris is lining it up. You got Marcy's got it.
there.
She's taking it away. He said, kind of on the fast side there, he said, get in there quick, because you know as a gaffer when you knock that off, if that was a little thin or it was a little cold, he knows he wants heat on it immediately. You stand around for another 2 seconds maybe, you risk cracking that thing.
It was real thin. I mean, I'm making it super thin up top so that it's got a nice heavy bottom, but it's super thin at the top so that wine's gonna really flow. They're gonna really enjoy these glasses.
I think that's the classic wine glass right there. And Alan and Paul, if you guys are watching, holler at us. If they're not watching, if this is a gift for later on, send them some love in the chat, folks. Send them a little congratulations on getting married. We love seeing these custom orders as gifts. It's super cool. We love seeing them for yourself, though, too, because a lot of times when people get a custom order for themselves, we end up seeing a picture of it in its place or them using it, and they post it to the Facebook page of all the people that watch our show, the Glass Academy Addicts. And super cool.
And if they're not watching, send them the link, because they can go back and watch their pieces being made at another time.
We save them all. We save all these videos. They're on the internet on every platform we have, and we're actually working on totally organizing them all and adding thumbnails to them and beautiful little logos throughout them. We're gonna make it a really professional operation, so it's almost as if we're building like a Netflix show for ourselves. And that's how I feel about it too, Marcy. That's pretty good. Oh, there's the jumbo pickle. Now, Marcy, just make sure that you don't show off too much that awesome coffee stain on the front of your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Marcy came in. She slept in today, and she came in at like, I think it was noon, and she came in here with a coffee, and she was chugging her coffee, spilling it all over herself. And then
one of those giant cups.
We got right into one of those giant cups. We got right into slug production. It worked out perfect.
All right, you ready for this paddle?
We're ready for 2 weeks now.
So here we go. This is going on the inside, flaring it open. I have found the Marucos work quite a deal better for opening up cups. We kind of have a range of different tools, and as you can see here, we obviously have a range of different tools on the bench, nice and organized, but when it comes down to each specific tool, look at perfect example. Look at the thickness on the tips of these tweezers. That makes a huge difference, and we use a different set of tweezers for different products. It's the exact same with the jacks, the tool he was using to just open up the inside. These blades are a little more rounded, a little slimmer, and they glide along the inside of the glass better without cooling it down. The ones he was just using were long and flat and really sharp.
Side. That's what
When
I'm
you go in there with
talking
those
about.
flat boys, they cool the glass down real quick. That is a beautiful, ridiculously beautiful shape there.
And you don't see the oranges and bright yellows on there, that sunset fire going on.
Not yet. Let me take a peek here. I know this is a brilliant yellow, so it doesn't look quite as yellow as it is here in the dish. We've also got this beautiful poppin' orange that's going to be a part of this final piece. Here comes the GA stamp. You see that little ball going onto the side. That's the creation stamp. You know who made it, where it was made, handmade in the U.S. by us, the Glass Academy. He's probably going to take one, maybe two more flashes here, and we're going to knock it off. And my piece had a nice rosetta, a thicker bottom on it. He's on a fairly thin bottom here, so if I had to say whether I was more nervous about this piece or my piece coming off the pipe, regardless of talent and who's making what, any glass blower would be a little more nervous on this break-off. So let's take one final look at it with the white background. It looks beautiful. Wow. He's going to put a little bit of water on that connection, and hopefully a gentle tap's going to pop it off. We'll torch the bottom just like we have. We don't want that sharp mark. You slide your pinky under your glass for some leverage. You do not want to cut open your pinky finger. You got Marcy over here. She's actually roasting a marshmallow. She must have got distracted. She loves marshmallows. Beautiful break. Let's take a look at it. You can hardly see that chip mark on the bottom there. That's what we want. But we still take the torch to it just to be sure, get rid of anything that's any bit of weird and sharpness. And he's actually going to squish it down and make it perfectly flat on the bottom here. Beautiful.
Oh, you girl, go for
grab
it.
that. It's thin, so you want to take that real fast. And maybe, Chris, you could grab the door.
I got it. You got it, Marcy?
She's going. I know number 4, the door is a little stiff, but she did a great job getting it in there.
Nice.
You move quick, your knuckles could get sizzled, but nice job, Marcy. Yep. Beautiful piece.
All right, guys. That's a nice 1 of 2.
That's right.
And if you didn't see the show, check it out another time, because anyone who has something custom made, if you can't watch it on Tuesday night live from 2 to 6,
What?
6 to 8, I don't know, something must be important going on between 2 and 6, but between 6 and 8, then you can go back later and watch it. So it's a perfect gift, you guys. Come on, take advantage of it. We only have so many spaces during the holiday month.
That's the truth. And here we go, folks, right back over to the table. Again, please take a look at our website. Take a look at our featured products for tonight and all our individually named and totally one-of-a-kind, super cool handmade penguins with their little warm scarves. Look at this guy. Santa hat, top hat, you name it.
I like some of the names.
Got ornaments, the candy cane display. If you could think of a better gift to gift out to family members and anyone else in your life for Christmas, handmade glass candy canes.
13 for the price of 12.
Baker's dozen, that's insane.
Number 3
Let's check them out.
is Topher.
Topher, look at this guy with his cane. He's got a pretty good grip on it. He's balancing it perfect right up against his big toe.
Ah, yeah, he's got it up against his toe, and he's got his flipper hanging on the top.
Nice flipper move.
He's a classic. He's a good one. I think number 1, 3, and 5. I like those. The odd numbers are the cane holders. They're
Black
the
and white
dominant
cane's
players,
pretty
man. If
classic.
you go to a party and you take a cane, you are the pimp.
So there you go, folks. That's the table. If you take a look at the board, we've done 3 beautiful custom orders tonight, and somehow we're running ahead of schedule. So I think it might be
done.
time
Everything's done.
for an artist choice piece. Wheel of Names sounds even better.
Real names.
Now or next?
So let's do it in between the wine cups.
We just did the wine cups, so now we're on
All of them. We're done.
You
We're
can-
going home.
The Wings are playing, folks. Go Wings. So, folks, wait, a little reiteration before we do this. For the giveaway, last week, all of our amazing 148 followers of the Glass Academy entered the giveaway question. They answered the question, last week's question. They sent it to enews@glassacademy.com, and we've got all their names on a wheel, which we're about to spin to win this ultra-sized Glass Academy pickle. That's big time. If you want to enter for this week's show, you've seen the giveaway question. We'll show it to you again, but here is the winner. We're going to spin it right here. For privacy, we're going to cover it up briefly as the name comes through, and I'll see if I recognize the email, because I do get a lot of emails from you all. I don't recognize that email, so we're going to wait until they do some research, they find the name, we're going to get the name on there, and we're going to show you all who won. I think the first name might start with an S if I'm just guessing. No? Who knows? So she's going to do research. Tech support's got us covered. And now we're on to an artist choice and then the giveaway. You got a preference, or are we spinning the mold again?
It's all about luck.
I'd love to do the artist choice because I know exactly what I'm going to make. And you didn't even get to see what I made for somebody whose birthday was the other day, but it's probably the coolest wine glass I've ever made.
Well,
So I just spun the mold, and there, it's my turn.
sounds like Jake really has it set in his heart, so I'll let him do it.
I do.
All right, you can do it.
Would you mind pulling out like a cobalt blue for me? Just because we got the winter thing going on, and
Yeah.
it's all going to be one color, but it's going to be a beautiful, deep, wintry cobalt blue. And we have
do?
a name. We have a name. Oh, I can't believe I didn't recognize this email. Jody. Just got a sweet custom pumpkin made recently. Congratulations.
That's pretty sweet.
It seems like all of our biggest followers win the giveaway all the time, folks, but anyone who's new to the show, all you got to do to win free glass is answer this question, give us your name, and send us an email.
Yeah, send us the email to enews@glassacademy.com. You could be as lucky as Jody, who just won this sweet extra large pickle. The question tonight's, what's your favorite holiday themed show? And I think I may have to just tell you mine, you guys.
Congrats, Jody. Can I get
Mine
that color out?
is, oh, put the color out. My favorite show is Santa Claus is Coming to Town, because I love it when the penguin puts one foot in front of the other.
Is that the name of that one where they're like puppets, or they're
Yeah,
Muppets? Or
Santa Claus is Coming to Town, one of the very first ones. And
I like that show a lot.
He makes this noise, honk, honk, and he's a classic.
I
So
do like that
that's
show.
my favorite show. And Santa walks like this.
Yeah, he does.
He just slides around on the
No, the
snow.
snowman does.
And the abominable snowman
He's
is in there. Or is that
hardcore.
Rudolph? He might be in Rudolph.
I'm getting them mixed up now.
The abominable snowman.
But I'm going into the blue here, this deep, beautiful blue. The coolest thing about this color is it's one of the most attractive colors while it's hot. It glows like a reddish pink, and it's just gorgeous.
Does anybody know who, what was it, Cornelius something or other, who'd throw up the chunk of rock and catch it and bite it in his teeth and try to make it be gold?
Yeah, and he was the one that was getting hunted by, or hunting the abominable
He
snowman.
was hunting the abominable snowman.
Yeah.
But you guys, who was it? What was his name? Cornelius something or other.
We'll watch the chat for that, but right now I'm going to blow a bubble in here. Little puff of air. This bubble's super important because the texturing that I'm about to put on this glass, this bubble needs to be completely even through and through so that I don't get any warping in the texture. The reason I spin the pipe like that, folks, is to elongate it. The more I can elongate or shape the glass without actually touching it with a tool or with the table here, the better off I'm going to be. So I love to use centripetal force, gravity when applicable.
We got it.
What is it?
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius. He's
Yeah,
big time. I should have
thanks,
been
you
him
guys.
for Halloween. That would be a great Halloween costume.
That would be
With
a
the
great
pick.
one.
It's gold.
Yeah.
Or no,
He'd
he'd
throw
bite
his-
it and he'd be like,
No, he'd throw his pick up in the air, and his pick would go, and it'd go ping, and it'd stick in the ground, and he'd get up and go, and take the end of his pick and go, nothing. That's exactly what he'd do.
It's so true. It's so good.
Nothing.
So I'm getting it shaped up for the mold now, and I'm going to go into this optic mold, which I found works incredible for getting serious texture on the glass and really disrupting the even layer of color that I've got on here.
It actually pushes it apart
Yes.
and opens it up so there's a clarity in between it, right?
Precisely, and I just blew into it as hard as I could. I capped my air in there so it expanded.
Now,
And
talking
I
about
may take a
loud
little bench
noises,
blow.
that could have blasted everybody's ears right
I
out
could
of
have
their living
blown
room.
someone's speakers for sure.
Fancy blowy? I'm on it.
Letting it elongate a little bit. Blow light. Good. Now, I might have cut off more glass than I had wanted on the bottom, so we're going to see about the thickness of it. But I've got a beautiful strong twist on it right now. And now, before I even melt that completely in, I'm going to go directly back into the mold and give it a secondary piece of action. Yeah, you got the hot one on the right, cold one on the left.
Did you
Color
ever tell
difference?
everybody what all those little giblets were in there?
Yeah, I saw it in the comments. It's looking kind of corn cobby right now.
So that's called the broken mold technique.
Now here we go. I'm going to give it a soft, extra twist. Okay, blow. Good. Marcy's catching this so we can make a magnet out of it.
There she goes, folks. Don't re-rolling it into any of the glasses in there.
Don't know how she's going to open that door up. Blow. Good.
That's looking pretty blue. Liking it.
Look at that texture on there. Double twist basket weave action with texture still. So now we're going to be putting a Maurice on it.
Is that for bourbon or something?
This? Saying it's small?
Yeah. if I got a glass of red wine that big, I'd be raising hell.
Well, apple juice. This is an apple juice glass.
If I got that much apple juice, I'd be raising hell. It's like one swig.
A bench blow or a Maurice is what I'll take. Thank you. Thanks very much.
We dropping it on or?
No, just right on the front. Just bring it right over. You can really see the color when it's backlit here. You see that blue popping. It's a really beautiful look.
Try. Doesn't work too well. Do it again.
Got another one?
No. That's nice.
That looks pretty nice.
So I'll take a punny then. I want to let this get nice and stable because if I'm going to punny it up, I want a flat bottom right there, boom. And I want it to be not moving at all so that I can stick that pipe on there and then I can adjust the pipe without moving and bending the piece. The worst thing is if you got a really hot neck up here and you put a punty on, you never stick it on with your hands perfectly on center in the beginning. You got to roll the pipe and find the center. So you stick it on off center, then you try and adjust it and the whole piece bends and moves with it. It's impossible to find the center, and it just sets you up for failure. So I'm making sure, especially with blue, blue heats up. This color particularly is the second softest. There's another blue that's just as bright as this, it's even softer, but this is the softest color in glass blowing. So if I take 2 extra seconds in the heat here and then come back out, it's gonna be glowing red again and it's gonna be moving. I mean, that's a short flash and it's already glistening red. When if that was like orange or if that was yellow, I'd heat it up twice as long before it started moving.
I thought you were making a goblet. That's why I asked for the Marie's, because you said you were making a goblet.
Oh, no, just a simple wine glass so we got time for the giveaway. This is going to be the only piece that's actually for sale from our show, folks, because whatever Chris makes is going to be given away next week, and all the other ones were sold and are custom orders. So if anybody's interested in the second basket weave stemless wine glass I've ever made, it'll be available next week.
All right, looking good.
Thanks, Dad.
It's got a beautiful pattern on it.
It's pretty cool. The coolest thing is I've done this with just for the color pattern and blown it out into a bowl, or like we did on our Glass Academy trophy, which we bust out when we do a Glass Academy challenge between the glass blowers. But I've never left it with texture like this on the outside. And we did it one time for a set of glasses for Sharon for her birthday. That was ordered up by Bridget, our amazing, what will we call her? Customer relations, glass, knowledgeable, cool host and extraordinaire, incredible.
Amazing woman.
Amazing woman.
And mother.
And mother, sure.
And overall person.
An overall person.
Who?
Bridget.
Oh, yeah.
But she ordered those up for Sharon for her birthday and just said, get crazy with it, give her something that she's never seen before, and this is what happened.
So why are you doing this?
I'm stopping that little trim from going up and sticking back on the side of the piece. You want to make sure that that doesn't happen. It used to happen. It really happens when you trim the piece too cold, and that little trim card's coming off and gets stiffens before it straightens out with gravity, and it just curls back up like a corkscrew and sticks right on the side of your piece. It's a real bummer, but Jake and I both trim real hot, so it's not going to do anything. It ain't going to happen, but I was just being extra safe. I love the texture on the outside of this. Besides the optical effect of looking through it and seeing all that cross-hatching going on with the blue, the texture on the outside is real sweet to feel in your hand. You never have to worry about that glass slipping out of your hand, folks.
Not one time.
Nope, not even if you have your hand completely covered with Vaseline.
That would be horrible. I feel for you. One last straightener upper.
It's a nice piece. You need a stamper, eh?
I will be needing a stamper on this thing. Here's our shape. That's the nice wine glass shape, in my opinion. That gets your drink covered. And it's hard to see even with your own eye if it's not backlit, but there's the texture that's twisting, and there's a secondary line of color that's melted in that has some crazy action. Check out down the middle.
Hey, and another reminder, guys, anybody who buys this piece off the Annealing reveal, you can actually order 3 more, so you got a nice set of 4 for the holiday season.
That's the truth.
That's what it's all about, and Jake could remake them all exactly the same, so they look the same, and it's a matching set. But you know what I would do is, I would buy this one, and then I would have 3 different ones made in 3 different transparent colors,
Yep.
all the same shape and optical pattern,
100%.
so that people come over to hang out during your Christmas party, they don't mix up their glasses. If they're all blue, people be like, oh, I'm sorry, I took a sip of your little thing here. Your gimlet."
whatever.
Yeah. But I had the yellow, I had the green, emerald green, I had the bright red.
Yeah, that's for the hosters. That's cool. That's a great idea. All right. To the knockoff central. Pops off like a beauty. Now that it's cooling down and solidifying, you can really see that blue popping and getting crazy.
All set, Hans, all set.
I want hustle with these thin pieces for sure. Right in there with our other 3 glasses. That sits beautifully. That snowman's looking incredible. Everything's looking good. It's a good show so far, folks. Oh yeah. Huh, that's what I'm talking about.
So it's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time.
Now I was just pulsating my brain to think about what I was going to make for a giveaway. And we got a little time. We got 20 minutes.
You know, we go into overtime all the time, and if we end the show a little bit early because the Wings are playing.
So for the giveaway, maybe I should make a red and white hockey stick.
Sounds pretty crazy.
And hopefully somebody who loves the Wings gets it.
That sounds pretty crazy. I don't know. Maybe a hockey stick as a stem to something, or you just want to make a hockey stick?
Yeah, why not? Or whatever, maybe we could do something else. Maybe we could make a hockey puck with a hockey stick sitting on top of it.
Next to it, attach the side of it like it's taking a slap shot.
You know?
I'm down for that.
Could be. Or that might take too long.
That sounds
giveaway.
That sounds
You got a round thing.
pretty
for
sculptural.
Cookie foot?
For like the cookie for the puck.
A mold.
So make a cookie that looks like a hockey puck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Marcy.
Square things. Do you have a round one?
A mold.
Oh yeah, I do. To cast one up?
Yeah.
Mm,
And
you
then
do.
do a couple layers of black. Shove it in there.
I like that. I like that.
Just make a hockey stick.
We got a second. We got a second to think. Pickle related, maybe? Some type of pickle?
We can make some kind of pickle
A
related.
serious pickle?
I did make one at the Ren Fair, a large pickle paperweight with a tail, a curly tail on it, and a little pickle leaf. Could make something like that.
I made that pickle mug that one time, remember, for the pickle guy?
Pickle mugs are hardcore.
Gave him a $150 mug for free, and before 5 minutes into it, he broke it.
Ugh.
And came back over and showed us the handle was all that was left. Bummer on the pickle guy.
That's what happens. Hopefully nobody's breaking the giveaway stuff we're giving out for free over here.
No way. I say we could do a quick pickle mug.
Pickle mug sounds great to me. Get in the mug zone. So what I got to do is get our handle tool set for making a pickle handle and definitely organize what's going on here. This is unneeded, unneeded. This will leave. That's good, that's good. Unneeded, unneeded. Need organization, folks.
Why do you put the jacks where they are?
I put the jacks, that's a great question from Marcy. Why do we put the jacks where they are? And that's because you see all this, the jacks are coated on the blades in beeswax. Right over here, while they're hot, it sticks beautifully. And you do not want beeswax in the area of your tweezers or your shears because these will not cut correct and these will never grab the glass. It'll just slip on the glass if you have beeswax on them.
Was that an issue earlier on slugs?
And that was an issue. We had an issue pulling a slug eye out and I couldn't catch it. It was super annoying. It's a bother and it causes problems with the product. So it's very important that we clean this regularly and these are opposite directions for sure. It's great technical information.
Got a nice coat of green on here, guys. Nice double coat of pickle green. I'm getting a little, my saliva glands are juicing up a little bit just thinking about pickles.
Whoa. To answer Drake's question, can that blue have an iridescence? And yes, it can. It's a different color completely, but that would be beautiful in the iridescent blue. It's on that thumb bit right there. That's actually a brown. That's an iridescent. That's a gold brown right there. But very similar. That's how the iridescence works. That's kind of like the alien head from that movie Alien. No, that's gold brown, I promise.
The thumb bit.
Yeah, I promise it's gold brown.
You're messing with me.
No, I promise you it's gold brown. Check it out. He went into the optic mold and he's got green on there. He's cutting those optics. That's not putting holes in the bubble, but it's going to, when he spins it out and blows it out, totally give that pickle the pickle texture. I'm catching up on some comments. At the moment, I'm looking at Facebook, folks. And I hope you all are doing amazing. Jody, again, congratulations.
Hey, did you tell everybody who's coming into town? It's going to be on next week's show, or is it a surprise?
Should we surprise them? I kind of feel like we should surprise them.
All right.
Folks, next week we're going to have a special guest on the show. What I will tell them is that Michelle and I are going to go see my mom's parents, my grandparents in Florida, and we're going to go spend a few days with them. So we're going to miss, Michelle and I are going to miss next week's show, but in replacement, we've got a special guest coming in, and I think you guys will be pretty excited to see who that may be. It's going to be a really cool show with some sweet stuff going on, and I encourage you to spread the word and join the fun. Here's a great question. Did you guys make fat slugs or skinny, slimy slugs? We made a pretty wide range today.
Blow. Stop.
We made a few of every color, and we made them all different sizes and shapes.
Blow. Keep going. Nice. I'm telling you, this is a nice looking pickle.
That's looking pickle.
Look at that thing. That's a thick pickle. Probably should lengthen out a little bit. I was kind of trying to make it a functional, but maybe we lengthen it out a little bit. What do you think?
I mean, it's got a really thick bottom, so if you lengthen it, it'd probably be okay, but I'm worried about the balls getting too thin.
Just gonna get a little bit out of there, but I like your advice, Marcy. Thank you.
Elizabeth,
We're gonna let a little length.
we love that you love watching us. I love watching the comments. And Amy from last week got her custom mug, and she said she loves it, and it's super cool. So Amy, shouts out. I'm glad that you love it.
Will you cap this for me, Jacoby?
I'm capping it. Oh, he's putting the pickle bend into it. Uh-oh. That's got some great texture to it.
Light puff. Good.
Look at that. You're only allowed to drink pickle juice out of pickle mugs, isn't that right?
Well, isn't there a Bloody Mary?
Bloody Marys.
That's a Bloody Mary glass.
All day. All day.
Huh? Yeah, I like kombucha. It's
All
definitely
right.
fermented. Look at that giant pickle body for a mug, guys. Like it. So we'll go crystal on
All right.
the other items so that the pickle really just stands out on its own. A footing tool foot?
Crystal clear.
I probably would be able to, Jake. Let's drop it on there.
If you say so. Gonna go for a footing tool, not on a goblet. He's gonna go for the footing tool on a mug. I've never seen it been done before.
Flip.
Flip, snip. So he flattens it down real clean. He's gonna take the tool in there. Beautiful fit. Wow. Look at that.
It works.
Beautiful. I'm not ditching anything. Beautiful foot.
Nice.
Perfect width.
It's gonna have to have a nice wide foot when you put that celery and piece of bacon in it.
What'd you just call it? No, no, no.
In your Bloody Mary?
I never heard of salary before.
You put your whole paycheck in there.
I always dreamed of getting a salary.
I call it salary.
He calls it pumpkin too. He's an animal.
I just know that I think we got something new here. It's going to be called the GA Bloody Mary Special Glass.
Special glass. That's classic. There's
For
the punny.
Special drinks.
Pickle slug. We could do that at some point for sure.
For all those pickle slug lovers.
Oh yes.
Pickle slugs, pickle mugs.
Check out this
Talking about-
Bloody Mary pickle mug we're making.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone's getting lucky.
Really lucky.
Brought him a nice chili punny to make sure it's not too strongly connected. Beautiful break. That foot looks tight.
And we'll put the handle where the indentation is.
Totally. Clear lipper?
Yeah.
Katana is a katana. Katana, that's a sword. Well, I mean, you know, we could maybe make a sword someday.
Well, we may try to make a sword.
Maybe a Triforce sword, if anybody knows what that is.
We've only made probably like
2, 1, none.
100 swords. Not today, though, that's for sure. We are approaching the end of our show. This is the final piece. This is the giveaway that we're going to be giving away next week. But we have done swords before. We've never featured them on here. It's kind of a Renaissance product.
Clear?
We may do that at some point.
Clear Lipicus.
Lipicus maximicus.
Oh boy, this is already making me want a Bloody Mary out of this, guys.
Put a straw in it. Or you open it for you.
I'm gonna open it with the lip wrap, yep. So putting that lip wrap on there to tie in with the clear foot is gonna make it real watery looking up by the lip, and it's gonna make it really thirst quenching when you look at it. It's gonna make you really wanna have more liquid.
What's the handle going to be like?
I think the handle should just be clear.
Okay.
Just a regular, nice, clear, smooth handle
Super
with no
clean
bells
and
and
nice.
whistles.
Sounds good.
Dude, the acid, you're correct on the comment you have made on Twitch.
There you go.
What was it?
I'm not sure.
Do the acid.
So he's heating it up. We're melting in that clear lip wrap. It matches that clear foot perfectly. And then when he's opening it up, I'm going to paddle it here nice and smooth. Pick the smooth side of the paddle. It doesn't honestly need to be too smooth because it's a pickle. I mean, what the heck?
All right, how about that handlia?
One handle coming in hot.
It's looking good, guys. This could be a new signature item on the website, I think. The pickle Bloody Mary glass. Because pretty much that's one of the big guarantees. If you ever get a Bloody Mary, the main thing that's in it is a pickle.
What are you doing right here?
I'm heating the punty up just to make sure, because I knew I was waiting a little bit for Jake to make this handle for me. So I gave a little bit of heat on the punty so that my pickle doesn't fall off.
That would be horrible.
Be horrible.
I got a beautiful handle shaped up here. Nice even bubble, thin on the bottom, and I'm going to bring it over on this next heat. And this is a pretty difficult move when it comes to glass blowing, so I don't have the time to foreshadow it, so let's just see how it goes on. Beautiful. Look at that, how he does it in one move. You cannot do it in multiple moves. It's got to go on smooth. You got to shape it up. And by this time, it's pretty much solidified. Any marks you make on it now are going to be, any major marks are going to totally put a bump in the handle or misshape it or misshape the side of your mug. So one move just like that is beautiful. You see how he placed it on the bottom side of the mug. That's to keep the weight on the low end, especially when it's a tall and skinny mug. You put the handle up on the top, it's going to lean, it's going to wobble all the way over. That's after making a million mugs, you learn those things real fast.
And it's hollow.
And it's hollow, that's right. So it's not actually too heavy of a handle.
All right, how about a little GA stamp for this pup?
You got it.
That is looking good.
Just beautiful.
Well, that's a sharp looking giveaway, folks.
Here on Twitch, we answered poke, cut, bend, and bam, a handle. That's pretty much exactly how it works.
And there it is, guys, the pickle Bloody Mary glass. That's the giveaway. So make sure you answer the question tonight. What's your favorite holiday movie that you watch for a tradition? Send it to enews@glassacademy.com and let us know, guys. And if you got two, that's okay as well.
And folks, that's for all the platforms. That's anybody with an email address. Send us an email. It's not a marketing ploy. This is just about getting cool answers from you. Sometimes we ask the craziest, most ridiculous things ever, but the idea is we're 136 shows in. We give away free glass. We want you guys coming back and watching the shows and making it a weekly thing because it's cool. And we make something different every single week. Here we go. I know I mentioned that punny went on cold, so it didn't take a lot for him to knock that off. It's a beautiful break. I'd like to say this is going to be the last piece, but we do have to make the second two pieces of those sets of wine glasses we made tonight. So after this, we're going to keep everything hot. We're going to make those to match while they're fresh in our brain. The way this guy's go, I got them levered against the handle and the foot. Right in the back. Oh yeah. Nice job, Marcy. Everybody, thank you for watching with us. Let's go over the rest of everything we got going on because that was a beautiful show. We did 3 custom orders, custom glass made here and every day. Folks, if you want to get a gift done for somebody, or you want to get something done for yourself, or you want to just watch something cool being made on the show, reach out to us, get pricing, give us your ideas about what you'd want to have made. If you want to support what we're doing, folks, these penguins are on the higher end of things because they're specialty items. They're beautiful, handcrafted, individual ones. Everything we make is handmade, but we do have ornaments. We have candy canes. We got pickles on the website. These are all available for you to purchase and to support local small businesses like ourselves and spend money in the correct places this holiday season. If you're not interested in purchasing just like Marcy did, folks, that is how you support us. You spread the word, you tell everyone about it, have a good time with us. Hopefully we're being educational, hopefully we made you laugh a couple times, and hopefully you saw something that maybe you've never seen before and that it's a pretty cool thing. But 2, 3, and 4 complete. We didn't do a warmer-upper, but we did do a giveaway and we did an artist choice. So we got 1 wine glass, stemless wine glass, available for purchase, and that'll be available on Tuesday, just like these items were. And then we're gonna see you guys on Thursday. And actually the last thing we've got to do before we finish up is have Chris come on over here and finish the show with us. And you can grab that beautiful terracotta pot right there.
You said we were not going to be here, right?
Oh,
Jake and I
yeah.
are going on a road trip.
We're going on a road trip, and Chris is pulling his 2 nouns, adjectives, words for the experimental show, which is Thursday, which Michelle and I have been doing. We're up to 10 shows. He's going to be show number 11. And he's got 2 prompts to make whatever he wants. And he can make it literal, he can make it totally contemporary, come up with a story about it, but it has to do in some way, however you want to spin it, with these 2 words that he pulls out of this. Show him in there.
Why would I spit it?
You could spit it if you want.
Ring the bell.
It's being rung. Word number 1.
Drum roll. Celestial?
Celestial. That means having to do with the space, outer space.
It does?
Doesn't it?
I'll have to look it up myself and see what it means, but it sounds to me like it's just something that I've seen at Crazy Wisdom before. All over all kinds of books and signs and incense holders.
Well,
I've got some celestial patchouli incense at home.
it's only a little bit embarrassing. Next word.
I'll have to do my research. I hope this one's something good, like, you know,
What?
some type of like animal.
Let's
like a
see
raven.
It. Come on, let's see it.
Glowing.
Ooh, okay. That's cool.
Can I get a couple more?
No.
Put 'em on the.
So here we go, folks. This is going right up on
The
the
evidence, I
experimental
can't
show
change them if they write them on the board.
area. And you're going to see him create that piece on Thursday at any given time that they set up the show and make it happen. And
Well,
any
you're not
other
even going to be
remarks?
around, so I hope I get lucky and get a good assistant. Marcy, I think you got the day off. Or are you there?
She's not there on Thursdays.
Ah, well, we'll have to see. Sounds good, guys. Well, another great show. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday for the big something or other. And we'll talk to you later.